Simply put, the UK government wants AI companies to be able to scrape anything without permission. No cost, just allow them to do it, even on copyrighted content. Hey, all the creators have to do is actively opt out. So if I wrote a book, I'd have to go to ChatGPT and say, hey, opt me out. And Claude, could you opt me out? And DeepSeek, could you opt me out? You get the picture. This has been, since the early days of the internet, the automated opt-in that is really causing the problems here on both sides. And governments are saying, creators, take care of it. What's the problem? You're in control. As Baroness Kidron, who's a filmmaker and is in the front of this political fight in the UK, Baroness Kidron talks about that plan as originally conceived. That plan is a charter for theft, since creatives would have no idea who is taking what, when, and from whom. And who created this policy? Big tech investor, Matt Clifford, with conflicts that Kidron calls so deep, it could be like a reality TV drama. His solution is to prevent the UK from falling behind. And remember this when we talk about the US, falling behind. Everyone is scared about falling behind, so the solution is gut copyright law. Meanwhile, big creators with lawyers are cutting deals left and right. Small creators, they get opt-out lottery. It's Schmidt's playbook at scale, except now governments are writing the rules. So when challenged on fairness, the UK Tech Secretary, Peter Kyle, in this back and forth, they call it a ping pong, it's getting so crazy, because there's this huge support in the UK. Artists standing up, 48,000 put in a petition. The votes this week went in favor of making sure that AI companies are transparent with what they have in, and that creators will have to opt out. That puts the control into the creator's hand. And that's why the fight is so big that Tech Secretary Peter Kyle says, quote, it would not be fair to favor one sector to privilege another. It wouldn't be fair. Which is funny because no one is arguing in any government or big tech that this happened, that this was taken. They're like, we have the right to do it. But if the creators come and say, hey, it's ours, that's a privilege for stealing? Baroness Kidron has a great quote. It is extraordinary that the government's decided, immovable, and strongly held position is that enforcing the law to prevent the theft of UK citizens' property is unfair to the sector doing the stealing. And they're not alone in the UK. Let's go across the Atlantic to the US, where this May 9th release of the US Copyright Office report, followed up by 24 hours later, the head of the US Copyright Office, Shira Perlmutter, being fired. Well, Perlmutter has tried to get a temporary restraining order. That didn't work. They're working on an injunction, but they're not sure if she has any rights, and she's trying to get this report out. And the amount of talk in the US is so much smaller. I wonder why that is. I'm going to go into that a little bit later. Because we have 7,000 people from the Authors Guild coming up. We have some pressure being put on, but if you know, as much as the UK might really be working with AI, there is no doubt in the US how closely aligned the government and AI companies are. They're living in DC. That's the game. So where do you and I play in the game? And will that report for the US copyright get out there and allow creators to get compensated? And will we stand up and shout for it like they're doing in the UK? Or maybe it's just all not worth it. I think it is. And if you're a creator, it's really time to act right now. You don't have a couple of years.